I will request now, our next speaker to address. Before I invite him, a brief introduction about our second keynote address speaker. He would going to talk about India sesame oil markets, opportunities for growth. He is none other than Sri VR Muthu. He is the chairman, VVV and Sons Edible Oils Limited. His biodata is quite impressive. First of all, he is a Rotarian for 38 years, serving through the Rotary Club of Virudhunagar. He has been involved with various activities of Rotary Club. Is recognizing meritorious students of Karaikudi along with RC of Karaikudi since 2001, supporting vision screening projects since 2001, recognizing sports persons of Virudhunagar since 2002, and conducting teach training program every month since 2014, and so on. Coming to business, he's the chairman of VVV and Sons Edible Oils, the brand which we all are very well familiar with, Idayam. The brand satisfies the edible oil needs of 1.7 million South Indians. Mantra is the groundnut oil brand which reaches about 4.5 lakh homes. Mr. VR Muthu was awarded the Business Person of the Year 2018 by Thanjavur Commerce and Industries, Chamber of Commerce and Industries. He was awarded Kamal Patra Young Achievers Award by Indian Junior Chamber Professional Excellence in 1993, recognized Doctor of Letters by International Economics University SAARC countries in 2019. He has also been presented by his college, St. Joseph's College, Trichy in 2016 as Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award, and in 2019 during their 175th year of celebration, distinguished alumnus of the college. With this introduction, I invite Mr. VR Muthu, Chairman, VVV and Sons Edible Oils, to deliver his keynote. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Vatsa. Am I right, sir?
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you for the great opportunity.
Thank you.
And my name is Muthu. We make Idayam Sesame oil. I am informed and I believe sincerely that we are the largest sesame oil maker in India. We make about 1,600 tons of oil every month. We require approximately 3,800 tons, or you can round it off as 4,000 tons of sesame seeds every month is what we require in order to make about 1,600 tons of sesame oil. And in the process, we make 2,200 tons of oil cake. And since 1943, we are in the sesame game, sesame business. In 1986, we launched the popular brand Idayam. Idayam brand is known all over the world. Meaning of Idayam is Hriday. I'm sorry. Meaning of Hriday is, meaning of Idayam, our brand name is Hriday in Hindi, heart in English. See, it is good for heart. Sesame oil is supposed to be good for heart. So we named it heart or Idayam in Tamil. Gingerly oil is, sesame oil is also known as gingerly oil. It was a commodity. When I entered business sometime in 1978, it was more a commodity, just like potatoes and tomatoes. But we made it a brand. And now our brand is a very popular brand. And believe me, in 1974-75, the price of our sesame oil was just rupees 7 per liter when I was about to join the business. Just rupees 7 per liter. Whereas today our price is rupees 255 plus taxes. So it looks like it is 80 times the price has gone up since 74, 75. It's about 46 years, So this is the kind of inflation that we have been seeing. We get a very good price for our oil cake. The sesame oil cake, the price right now is for a kilo, it is 44 rupees plus taxes. During this year, the price went as low as rupees 40 and to as high as rupees 57 per kilo of sesame cake plus taxes. Our sesame cake is mainly used for poultry feed and cattle feed. In the past, it has been widely used for cattle feed in just 2 districts of India, that is Kanyakumari district and Trivandrum district, and nowhere else. But of late, for the past 5-6 years, poultry feed also happens to be our market. Thanks to high prices of soybean, instead of soya, the poultry feed makers, they shifted to sesame cake. And I'm very happy to share with you that we are exporting to over 25 countries all over the world. In fact, all over the world, Tamils, that is South Indians, have settled. So it is those South Indians, especially from Tamil Nadu and Telugu-speaking Andhra Pradesh, people from this region, they are very fond of sesame oil. They cannot live without sesame oil. Sesame oil is part of their life. So these Tamils and Telugus are settled all over the world, right from Toronto in Canada to Sydney in Australia. So we are exporting our products all over the world. Of the total edible oils that we make, sesame oil that we make, 10% is exported. Another 10% is sold all over India other than Tamil Nadu. And 80% of our business is focused in Tamil Nadu. My dear friends, I believe in India, the first ghee, of course, all over the world, the first ghee was extracted from milk. People knew only ghee from milk, from butter, you get ghee. Whereas, after that ghee from that butter, people invented, there was ghee inside sesame seed, and they called it el nei, and that ultimately become ennai. Ennai means oil, edible oil. In Tamil Nadu, sesame oil is known as nallennai. Nallennai means good oil. It has been beautifully named. In Andhra Pradesh, it is known as manchi nuna. It has been the traditional edible oil for Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Once it was a edible oil all over India. I don't know, over time, things have changed and mustard oil has taken over the northern belt. Coconut oil has been very popular in Kerala. We procure sesame seeds all over India. There are 7 important states where we get sesame seeds. They are Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. There is another important state which I missed in this list, and that is West Bengal. My dear friends, the quality of seeds in West Bengal is different. It doesn't suit our way of making sesame oil, but that is an important state where sesame seeds are grown. And sesame seeds is a very sensitive crop. If there is a heavy moisture or cold air, the quality of the seeds is damaged. So there is no big substantial growth in the cultivated area as far as sesame seeds are concerned. I believe crop in India varies between 5 lakh tons to about 7 lakh tons every year, or 500,000 tons to 700,000 tons. In African countries, I'm told that there are about 11 lakh tons that are being cultivated. Believe me, a 3-year-old baby in Sri Lanka can recognize our quality of sesame oil. Our sesame oil is known for the quality. And our sesame oil is widely used for the popular idli, and along with the chili powder. The chili powder, you mix the sesame oil and give it to people. So a small child of 3 years old can recognize if she is served with another sesame oil other than our sesame oil. That is the quality that we make. Our quality speaks. And before I conclude, I just take another 2 minutes. It was a beautiful incident when our distributor at Bombay got a phone call at about 10:30 in the night. Somebody asked him, organized to supply Idayam sesame oil, 2 liters, immediately. And my distributor cut the call, he disconnected because it was 10:30. And he considered it as a disturbance. But the call came again. And then they said, don't disconnect. This is a very important call. We need 2 liters of your sesame oil immediately. This sesame oil that you give us will be taken to Delhi by the night flight. And tomorrow, early morning flight, that 2 liters will leave for Moscow. And in another 2 days, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, is having breakfast in Moscow. For his breakfast, we have idli ready, we have sambar chutney ready, we have the chili powder ready. Don't you think we need the sesame oil of Idayam? The dinner, the breakfast will not be complete without that sesame oil. My dear friends, that is the impact that sesame oil has created. People love sesame oil in India. So this is my submission. I think I have taken my time. Mr. Vatsa, thank you very much for the opportunity.
It was lovely listening to you, sir. Distilling 47 years of experience, starting from 1974. It's wonderful, the journey. And everyone, whenever we talk about sesame oil, we become very nostalgic because each country has this kind of rich history to share. Quick question to you, sir, if you don't mind. Do you also source sesame seeds from Africa? And what is the typical quality specs that you would look into while procuring?
See, we are very comfortable procuring in India. We have enough of supplies in India. Suppose I procure from Africa, there will be an import duty. I believe it was 50%, now it is 35% or so. So it is not competitive for us to import from African countries. And there is no point, it is available all over India. And very good quality is available in India. So we don't have to go for imports. This is my response to your question. What was the second part of the question?
The typical quality
The
specifications.
specification, yes. In India, as far as sesame oil is concerned, maximum of 3% free fatty acid is permitted. Whereas in our company, our specification is the free fatty acid must be less than 1.5%. This condition sees that we get only the top quality sesame seeds that are grown in India. At times, we even get quality where the free fatty acid is less than 1%. When the free fatty is less than 1.5% or less than 1%, you know, the oil becomes very palatable and very tasty. This for information. This is one important specification, that is free fatty acid and nothing else.
So one question has come on the chat box, which I wanted your views on. Do you think Indian sesame oil prices for exports will go up due to rise in sesame seed market prices? If yes, how much will it go up?
See, about 4 years before, our sesame oil price was rupees 300 plus taxes. About 4 years before. Whereas today, it is only 255 plus taxes. And I don't think the prices will go up. I don't expect the prices to go up beyond this, because there's already a fairly high price, you know. For your information, I consider sesame oil to be most expensive. See, after ghee, sesame oil happens to be the most expensive edible oil. So there is no scope for it to go beyond this 255. That's my estimate of sesame oil prices.
Coming to this, there is black sesame seed and there is white seed. Which sesame oil is good for human consumption, in your opinion, having seen sesame oil and produced sesame oil for over 50 years?
Sir, for your information, we don't distinguish in the color. For us, black, brown, and white are same. Because in the south, we get brown and brown only, especially in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. And the quality happens to be extraordinarily good. And in Gujarat, we happen to get white seeds in the season. And we also get a mixed color quality in Gujarat. As far as we are concerned, we say the egg is white, whatever the color of the hen may be. Okay, the hen may be dark in color, the hen may be white in color, but the egg is white, you know. So similarly, if the sesame seed is grown complete, well grown, you know, that gives a very good oil, irrespective of the color. The color doesn't make any difference, sir, as far as we are concerned. Thank you.
One last question, because there's so many questions, like, you know, one last question. What do you feel as a pan-India demand and growth potential for sesame oil?
See, actually, I believe that people must consume their regional oil. In the north, they are used to mustard oil. Let them consume mustard oil. In Kerala, they are used to coconut oil. Let them consume coconut oil. And Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, they are used to sesame oil, and let them consume sesame oil. Again, the question here is, the people with purchasing power alone, they go for the traditional edible oils like sesame, coconut, groundnut, and mustard oil. Whereas the people with the less purchasing power, they go for the oil that is made in Malaysia and Indonesia. I understand that you know what I'm talking about. They all go for palm oil, and they go for sunflower oil, which is brought from South America or somewhere in near Russia. Okay, so those with the purchasing power alone, they go for the traditional edible oils, which is not refined. We add value, when there is an oil which is not refined, we consider that as the best quality oil. Thank you, Mr. Vatsa.
Thank you very much, sir. It has been a pleasure listening to you, and seeing that and listening to you is itself an inspiration. Very well summarized. There is a clear difference in edible oils based on the purchasing power people can opt for, and there is a very specific space for sesame oil. And very thank you very much again also for openly sharing what you look for while buying. I hope the insights which you have shared is of tremendous use to all the listeners who have joined in. I request you to kindly stay back so that others could have the benefit of your wisdom so that they can interact with you through the networking platform, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
so
for your
much.
presence. Thank
So
you.
kind of
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
Thank you very
delighted
much.
to be part of this show. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. That was Mr. VR Muthu, Chairman, VVV and Sons Edible Oils Limited, the proud owners of Idayam brand of sesame oil. Thank you very much, sir.